So you can see I'm logged in here. I've got a bunch of runs saved. And let's say I just logged today's and I put 4.9 and then I realize that that is incorrect. And so I can go ahead and select it, which is working this week, although wasn't as easy as it really should have been. And let's say I actually did 5.9 and I put that in incorrectly. So I can go ahead and do that and it will update. You can also click refresh for an update as well. And yeah, so that's pretty much updating data. And I also have my, two different types. In terms of validating data, this one's pretty easy for me just given the type of data that I'm inputting. Obviously, the date picker means that you can't possibly put an invalid date in there, even if it's, the wrong date, it would still be valid. And then this text field is set to only accept numbers in the decimal system. So when the keyboard pops up, or even on mine, like here, I'm trying to type in numbers, commas, forward slashes, underscores, all that sort of stuff, and it won't let you. It only lets you type numbers. So that's a handy and easy little validation method that's built in to the text field. So that's it for data validation, really. Again, just for the type of data that we're inputting and the controls that the Android UI allows are very easy and simple. So network detection. So as you can see right now, I have some Wi-Fi. Everything's logged in and good. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the Wi-Fi off, which will be very slow on this Jenny motion. All right, so Wi-Fi is off. And now let's say I go ahead and try to add in another run. It's going to detect that I'm not on the Wi-Fi. Now this does this on a timer, so it will consistently know when I lose a network connection, and I don't have it telling you every time because otherwise it would be firing every time the timer goes off, like every 20 seconds. But anytime you try to use a button when you do not have a network connection, it will tell you that you need to be connected to the network. And this applies for all of these buttons here, as well as except for the sign out, because that's cached on a disk, so you can sign out and check for current user without a network connection. But also on the login page and the sign up page, those buttons are also connected to the network, so they don't work, and they will give you that same alert of looking for a network connection. So then we will go ahead and turn the Wi-Fi back on so that we can do our last bit of the walkthrough, which is going to be synchronization. So the synchronization also works on a timer. It goes ahead and checks for an update right now every 20 seconds. And there's also the refresh button, so both work. The only thing with checking for the update is I didn't know how to actually just check to see if the data is any different or has been updated. I didn't see any queries or anything like that that will just check to see if the data is different. So what I ended up doing was when it does every 20 seconds, it queries parse for the amount of objects for this user. It gets a count, and then it compares that count to the number in the array for this, and if that's different, then it does it refreshes the data. So if anything is added or deleted, it's going to catch that in the refresh. However, if data is updated, so if I change this date or if I change this run number, distance, whatever, it's not going to catch that. It will catch it if you hit refresh. It will go ahead and refresh any updated data. It just won't automatically catch it within the 20 seconds. Yeah, so I'm here on my phone. I am also logged in, and I'm going to, let's see, what's the last one? 9:13. I'm going to add a run in there. Let's say I plan to go run tomorrow. There you see it went ahead and updated on its own up here. And again, it would also do it on a refresh. So let's say on my phone, I'm going to go ahead and change that distance value to 4.8. I'm going to go ahead and update it. And now This, it's not necessarily going to catch on the 20-second timer, so I can hit refresh, and then you can see here that it went ahead and updated that.